Hi there everybody, Rob Burns, Prudential Network Realty Atlantic Beach office. I want to talk to you today a little bit about my top 10 ways to get homes sold. I want to kind of compile a list. A lot of people ask me, well, what do you do different than every other realtor out there? I've had 5 people come through, give me proposals on my house. What do you do different? Well, I want to talk to you today about the 10 core things that I do. Certainly there's a lot of stuff that goes into marketing property that people don't really see. They see the yard sign, they see the MLS sheet, they'll see it on the internet, you'll send them a couple links, but they don't see the things, the strategy that goes into selling a house, putting it in front of the right people, the type of people that are going to be looking for that property, and the research and the networking and social media, the blogging, the video tours, the way that you're taking these pictures, everything goes into it. It's all psychology, and the buyers are really scrutinizing properties right now. They have a lot of options, but they are still buying, so that's the great news. Let me talk to you about what I do. And number one, this is the number one tip, is certainly the MLS system. It's still tried and true the best way to sell a home. And there's definitely companies out there that you can hire to put your home in the MLS system, if you're a for sale by owner, for instance, and you pay the buyer's agent as they bring you a buyer. But you're not getting any representation, you're not getting any of the strategy, you're not getting the negotiation, you're not getting the market data, you're not getting a full service listing by any means, you're just getting the exposure on the MLS. But for these tips are for you as well. When you put a property in the MLS system, it's very important to put everything in that needs to be there, that home buyers will be searching for instance. Garbage in, garbage out, the old saying. If you don't put in the school district for some reason, and a buyer's looking for a specific school district when they're doing their searches online, guess what? Your property's not going to show up. That's a potential buyer that's motivated to buy in your school district. They've already done a lot of research, or they're already living in that area. They're looking for that property. And I'll tell you how many properties are not listing school districts. Also property features, buyer to verify subdivision. Well, a lot of people are searching. I want to live in Queens Harbor. I want to live in a lot of these different subdivisions, and if it's not listed in the MLS, guess what? Your property isn't showing up in their search. Very, very important to put all the data in possible, everything you can possibly do, and alleviate any questions the buyer might have. Good or bad, they need to know about it. If they're shopping for a property and comparing apples to oranges, they need to see your property in the best light possible. Another video will be on photography, but it's very, 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 very important to have high quality photos and as many as possible, and a virtual tour as well. So lighting, the time of day, the exposure, panoramic views. You really got to look at this thing like you're doing a photo cover for Home and Magazine, for instance. The house has got to show perfect. The home's got to be staged. And these are all things that we're going to go into in other videos, but I'm just touching on them today. So photos, lots of them, high quality, best possible light on the home, and we'll talk about that later. Today, the most important thing we're going to talk about, though, is the remarks, the public remarks that are going to go out through the MLS system to all the large websites, every IDX website out there, Realtor.com, Trulia, Zillow, Yahoo, MSN, wherever a home buyer is shopping on the internet, your property is going to be listed. So when they read the description on the property, you've all read it. Must sell, or great home, shows beautifully, won't last, 4-bedroom, 2-bath, call today. Come on, really? Everybody's seen that line. It's the most plain Jane, uninviting, beat to death remarks out there. When you're selling your home, for instance, the 2-bedroom, 2-bath, that's already going to be listed in statistics. Probably they searched for 2-bedroom, 2-bath, and that's how they found your home. So now they want to know a little bit more about it. You need to put the best thought possible, even hiring a professional writer, get your agent involved, get a family member that maybe is a great writer, and sit down and think, why did I buy this home? What do I really like about my property? Is it close to the beach? Is it close to a lake? Is it close to the park? Is it close to shopping? When I come home, I love the way the sun sets over the lake in the backyard, or little Johnny loves unwrapping his presents by the fireplace, and this family room just brought our family together. Whatever it may be, you need to walk people into that. You need to just show them why they want to buy this house and why it attracted you and what you've fallen in love with over the years with the property. So just some tips on putting properties in the MLS and how to do it correctly, and how to get your property to stand out when people are scrolling through these internet websites. Again, they're scrolling through thousands of properties, Yours has got to pop. It's got to invite them in. It's got to get them off that couch. Got to get them in the car, and got to get them to your property. So I hope those tips help, and stay tuned for the rest of them. If you're in the greater Jacksonville area and you're thinking about selling, feel free to give me a call. I'd love to sit and talk to you about my marketing plan compared to some other agents out there, and we'll go from there. Thanks again. Bye.